Yo-ho!
Hi, I'm Deborah, and I worked on the Plunder project this year. And I'd like to share a few thoughts about children and summer science and math opportunities. Children are naturally curious. They always are asking questions, and children speak many different languages. Oftentimes we think children speak only one language, but some children speak with math, some children speak with words, some children speak through drawing and painting, other children speak through creative play. The summer months are a wonderful time for children to engage in science and math and continue some of the explorations that caught their attention during the school year. Research for more than 30 years shows that kids who continue to engage in science and math and language during the summer have an advantage when they return to school in the fall. Research shows that they have better attendance, their test scores, and their grades are better. They are more likely to complete their homework. They develop positive attitudes and behaviors, and they are actually more likely to graduate from high school. There are many ways that you can engage your children in science and math during the summer. What are some of those ways? Let's explore some possibilities. Simple household materials can be very useful for helping children explore science. Save those egg cartons and plastic cups, empty containers. They're great tools for doing science that costs little money. Children, for example, might want to start a rock collection using an egg carton to store their rocks. I know many adults that tell me they still have their rock collection they started when they were a young child. Plastic containers, empty bottles can be used for simple float and sink experiments. Just using your sink, children can test out different objects and see which ones float, which ones sink. Another great thing to do with children during the summer months is watch for patterns. For example, the moon. Going outside with your child at the same time every evening and watching the moon can be a great science opportunity and a nice chance to spend a few minutes with your child after a long day. Have children watch the moon and think about the color the moon is, the shape the moon is, how high in the sky is it, how low in the sky. The moon is different every evening, and getting children to think about the patterns of the moon is a wonderful way to engage them in science. Well, what if you live in an area that has a lot of bright lights? Will your child see the moon every night? Will they see the stars? There's other patterns that they can look for as well. Weather is a good thing to watch for during the summer months. How many days in June will we have no rain? How many days in June will we have thunderstorms? What about clouds? Are there clouds in the sky every day in the summer or only a few days? Keeping a simple chart on the wall where students can record the weather helps them think about patterns that they see in their everyday life. Another idea is to think about science A through Z. Every child knows the alphabet, but using that as a way to think about the science in their life is a great tool. Each day can be a different letter. For example, Monday might be A. What kinds of science things can they find around their home or yard that starts with the letter A? Maybe they find an ant. The Tuesday could be the letter B. Can they list objects that they find or locate things outside or inside their house that begin with the letter B? These may be science objects or they may be non-science objects, but the idea is to get kids observing both outside and inside their house. Okay, start a mini garden with your child. Everybody loves watermelon, cucumbers, tomatoes, and all those good fruits and vegetables that we find only in the summer months. Well, have your child save the seeds from those fruits and vegetables. They can sort and classify them according to shape or size, or they can actually plant them in the ground outside your house. A garden doesn't have to be big. A small window box will do for a garden, but using those seeds and having students connect those seeds to growing and plants is a great way to have kids develop an interest in living things. Another thing I like to do in the summer is post a question of the day for kids to think about. Maybe in the morning you can post it somewhere almost as a secret question that they have to investigate. It might be a simple question like, what color is the sky today? Or how many insects can I find on a certain leaf? Questions don't have to be difficult, but they're just questions that get kids thinking about what they see around them. Let your child get dirty. It's okay for children to get dirty. Science is messy. Let them dig up the soil and find an earthworm. How many segments does that earthworm have? Where's the head of the earthworm? Where's the tail? What color is that earthworm? What does it smell like? And you may even want to go fishing with your earthworms. And finally, one last suggestion, and there are many more, is to find a special place. It could be a small table or just a corner of your room that students can use as a mini museum so that they can put their treasures that they find outside, whether it's a pine cone, a seed, a rock, or anything that's special that connects to science. And they can keep those in a special place where they can go play with those, look at them, explain them to other people. Let kids use the language of science. Let them talk to you about science, and be sure to listen. When you listen to children, they have lots to tell you. So these are my tips for the summer. Most importantly, have fun with you and your child exploring science. Good luck, and I know your child will enjoy science this summer.
Yo ho!